Good evening, everyone. This is Simon. Behind this mask and behind me is Vice President Blake Edwards. We're here at the club, and I thought that for this month's newsletter, it might be a good idea to give a little bit of a tour of the club, because even if you're in town, you probably haven't been able to get here very much, and certainly if you're out of town, you may not have been here for a while. So I thought this might be a good opportunity to just showcase the club a little bit, see what some of the changes are, and get Blake to talk about some of the work we've done in the past couple of years. So I'll start by just giving you a little roundabout tour of what the club looks like these days. And we've got it nice and bright right now because of some new lights that Blake will talk about. But first things first, I guess, if you haven't been here in about 20 years, this bar probably looks brand new to you. Hopefully you've had a chance to see that and enjoy it. If you haven't been here in about 10, 15 years, then this wall probably looks new to you, as does this wall and the trophy cabinet therein, which was donated by Patty Gill, who's done all kinds of work around the club in the last number of years. Taking a tour, we've got some Canada jerseys on the wall, and a nice shuffleboard table, which was handmade with care. And then quickly, I'll take you over into the Jay McKay wing, which is probably 5 years old at this point, and take you in real quick to show you what it looks like. Here you can see Jay's picture on the wall, a couple of collages, and then two locker rooms, which are kind of the focus of this wing. So we now have 4 locker rooms at the club, and lots of space for both home teams and visiting teams. So I'll turn it over to Blake now to talk about some of the work we've done the last couple of years. Blake?
Hi everyone. Just a couple pretty cool quick notes for the club, what we've been doing the last couple of years. First things first, as you can see on the wall, probably one of the scans, we got a couple new heat pumps donated by somebody who used to play mini rugby here at the club, Murray Appleby of Degree Technologies. He donated about 2 years ago in memory of Malcolm McAfee, so thank you very much, Murray. It's been keeping the clubhouse very warm in a couple of the cold winters we've had already so far. So, and if we scan up, you can see we have brand new LED lights all the way through, plus a brand new ceiling. See if you can see my hand pointing that way. So these lights were put in by Billy and Ryan Doran. They put a lot of time and effort into the whole lighting and everything, taking down the old lights that look like the old Lions Club, those old fluorescent ones as well. And Rick McDonald of Master Applicators helped with the taping and painting and the replastering of the ceiling to make it pretty much a brand new ceiling. So thank you, Billy, Ryan, and Rick McDonald for all your help and your labor and your time. And as well to Pat Hansen at the Cellar Pub and Cody Wade at the Grad House, Windsor Castle, for donating the bottles for about 1.5 years to help pay for the brand new ceiling and lights of the clubhouse, which is great. So thank you everybody for making a brand new ceiling and lights possible. So just coming over here, we have, if you have been around the club for the last 4 or 5 years, you've probably seen the progression of what we call Legends Corner or Loyalist Corner. Basically it started off as with Alex Keynes framing the whole entire bench. Okay, probably laid fallow for about 2 years. But then afterwards, Timmy McAfee and Huey Crawl, who actually did the bar as well, came in and finished it off, put the black padding on it, the great railing system, put the trim work on and stained it all, so to bring it up to where it is now. Now, of course, this has been about a 4 or 5 year process. So stage 3, as we call it, okay, we're basically what we're going to do. And many of you who have been with part of the rugby club have had good times in the later evenings. I've probably been to Alice Maitland's place on Needham. And just this summer, she tore down her old summer kitchen. So all those great memories are goodbye. But in order to preserve the great memories, we took off a lot of the barn board, 100-year-old hemlock, off her summer kitchen. So basically what Kowalski did was, because he's a master carpenter, we stained it as the Japanese way of bringing out the grain of wood. I don't want to mispronounce it wrong. Okay, so we burned all this wood, brought out the great 100-year-old grain of the hemlock, and what we are going to do, we're going to put it all on this wall in the corner. Okay, so it's going to look super slick once it's all done. And then after that, we're going to consolidate all the winning photos from the Caledonia Cup, the men's B side, the women's provincial sides into one collage into that corner, so we can open up the space on the wall for hopefully later on championship for all of our sides here at the club. Okay? And lastly, we just swing around. Probably when you Simon was giving his little tour, you can see two brand new windows right here from Richie's Carpet Warehouse, thanks to Kyle O'Grady and Brendan Courtney. One of the windows right here is to replace the window that got smashed during the early stages of COVID. Okay, someone decided that it might be a good idea to try and break in for some quick cash or whatever. Okay, but thankfully they didn't get in because of the safety glass, so we have to replace that window, and they both have safety glass on it, which is awesome. So thank you very much. And the bigger window is going to go into Laura's Legends Corner over here. Okay, and once we get that window put in, we probably have, as Malcolm always like to say, a knob committee put together to put those windows in. Then we can start framing off the barn board onto the wall and make it look, bring it up to the stage 3 of Legends Corner, and hopefully stage 4, stage 5 later on down the road. Okay, so that's my little brief what's going on at the club. I'll turn it back over to Cy. Thank you.
Perfect. Thanks, Blake. So again, guys, hopefully that was a good idea of what's going on at the club. One thing I like to mention, because you know how much I like the lighting, these are dimmable. It's very exciting. So the mood lighting. Anyways, I hope this was useful. Hope you get to see the club. We hope we get to see you here soon. Don't forget reunion night, 60th reunion next August at the club. Hopefully we're ready for it at that point. Take care all.